What's up, everyone? Welcome to War Stories, the podcast about drugs and the people that do them. I'm Matt BC.
And I'm Dylan Kendrick. And this is the podcast where we sit down with our favorite people, get to know them a little bit, and have them tell us their craziest story involving drugs.
That's right. It's story time. We have Josh.
War Stories contains real conversations about sex, drugs, and alcohol use. Viewer discretion advised.
Joshua Jordan, very nice to have you on the podcast, Josh. Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Josh, Houston comic, Louisiana boy originally. Josh, tell the people about yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want to know? I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, how long you been doing stand-up?
Almost 4 years.
Almost
Nice.
4 years. Okay,
Yeah. About
nice.
the same
Started in
here,
Louisiana and then you moved to Houston, right?
I moved to Houston, 2 years into comedy.
2 years into comedy, you moved to Houston. And then did you move to Houston for comedy, kind of?
Yeah, just for
Yeah?
comedy.
Hell
That was the
yeah.
only reason.
Yeah,
What-
you were
what
like,
made you
I can't
pick-
do it in Louisiana.
No.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Louisiana is, like, we have a good scene. It's quality, but
Yes,
it's so
it's
small.
small,
And so
right.
you can really only get up, let's say, like, once or twice a week.
Exactly.
And I wanted to get better at comedy, and I
Yeah.
just felt like there was no way to...
Yeah, you needed to pump those
Yeah.
numbers up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
for
made
sure.
you pick Houston over like Austin or Dallas? You know, was it the closest or?
Well, honestly, I was going to move to Austin.
Okay.
And
then
two
you
of my
fucked up.
close friends there really were like, hey, don't. You
Oh,
should.
wow.
They were like, honestly, if you want to get better, like if you want to develop as a young comic, you need to go somewhere with quality
Yeah.
stage
Yeah.
time. And they were like, you're not going to get on at the mothership. That's
Right,
not
going
where
and
you're
doing
at.
the mics here is not going to be beneficial to you.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
like, you're
yeah.
going to get lost in the sea. Plus, Houston is like, we have a bigger population and we have
Yeah.
a smaller,
Cheaper to live.
Yeah,
cheaper.
yeah.
And we have way less comics here.
There's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Think about all the people that moved to Austin.
Plus the comics who
know.
are here suck, so.
Exactly.
Every
Yeah, it's
single
perfect,
one. No,
including us. All right, well, let's see. Now, Josh, we know a little bit about you, but the audience may not. What is... You're sober now, yes?
Yes.
Okay, how long you been
Okay.
sober?
Almost 3 years.
All
3
right,
years.
congrats.
3 years
And
no
just
booze,
to
right?
clarify, sober. Like we're California, so
Yeah, we smoke and stuff.
You're like you're doing the actual. So you're.
but you'll
sober,
dibble
sober.
dabble in a little bit of weed, right?
Oh, you will.
Yeah, well, I've never been like a weed smoker. I don't
Yeah.
really like the way it makes me feel.
Right.
I'll take an edible like once a year.
Occasionally, yeah,
Once
yeah.
a year.
It's just to remind myself that I
Just
don't
to scare
like
the
them.
fuck out
It's
of
just-
himself.
Yeah, that's literally it.
I take an edible, I lock myself in a closet, and I scream Bloody Mary 3 times, and then I never do it again.
The last time I did it, we were in New York. I was with some friends. We were walking down the street like 1 in the afternoon, and they offered me an edible, and I was like, "Yeah, we're
I'm
on
in New York. I'm in
vacation."
New York.
Why not? Let me relax a little bit.
3 hours later, on the subway,
You
pitch
ended up in
black.
Florida.
Wait, the subway was pitch black.
Yeah, it's just dark down there.
Oh,
You're in
okay.
tunnels, and I was freaking out.
You felt like a rat, probably.
I did. It was terrifying. But so yeah, I guess I don't do anything, but I'll do weed every now and
Every
then.
once
Yeah.
in a while. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I got you. And what was your first high, first drunk, first drug? What was it?
Dude, so I honestly did everything all at once.
Okay.
When I was
alright.
16,
Hell
All at
yeah.
once.
I was going to a party when I was 16. I got
Okay.
a flat tire on the way to a party.
Okay.
And so we were going to stay the night. I decided like I'll drink for the first time.
Yeah.
So we went in, we played beer pong. Played
Okay.
like 3
Classic.
games.
Yeah.
And then someone handed me like a red Solo cup filled to the top with Everclear vodka.
Oh
like
my
to the
God.
brim.
You're 16, never drank.
Never drank.
Were they also trying to scare you out of doing that again?
right?
Dude, I
Is this
don't
where that
know.
stems from? Probably?
Yeah.
So I drank that. I drank the Everclear.
The whole thing.
The whole cup?
Yeah.
like chug or like you throughout the night.
We're
or-
at no point were you thinking like they're poisoning me right
Yeah.
now.
No, I did. I did. I was
You're like,
they
but I
don't
gotta
like
feel
me."
cool,
Yeah.
so.
But I was
Anything to
doing
fit
it. I'm
in.
like, maybe they're hazing me, but I'm helping.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
definitely,
yeah,
and I drank it
exactly.
quick.
Okay. Jesus.
And then I went outside, and some girl, she had like a joint or I don't know the difference
Right.
between a joint and a blunt. She
Okay.
had weed.
Yeah.
So I puffed it a few
Yeah.
times. Is that what you say?
That's what you. Yeah. I puffed the
That's
joint.
correct. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
puffed
If you're
some-
from the fucking 80s,
I
sure.
puffed
yeah.
some weed.
I puffed some weed.
Yeah.
And then someone handed me a pill.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you're literally just on a train ride at this point, just going through like, yeah,
At
give me what you
16,
got.
hell yeah. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the pill was. I think it was probably
Birth
like
control.
it was birth
Yeah.
control. It was probably an
It was a Tylenol.
Advil.
Okay.
But let's just say, and then the Quaaludes hit. That's so
Yeah,
I did it
yeah.
all in one night. And
How did you
then-
feel? Do you think the pill? Did you feel up or like
I
when the
mean-
pill hit? I'm curious. I'm trying to figure out what this was.
I don't.
You passed out, right? Like,
It's way worse than that. Actually. I went in this girl's bathroom. I started throwing up everywhere,
Okay.
like walls, floors. I was
So
using.
at this point, you've drinking a bunch of beer, Everclear, puffed weed.
weed.
You puffed weed, and,
you didn't smoke it.
no, he didn't smoke it. He would never do that. Okay, he's not a weed man. We discovered that already.
I puffed it.
So you puff weed, and then you pop a Advil.
yeah.
A random pill.
yeah, a
pill.
blank pill, probably birth control.
Yes.
End up in the bathroom, throwing up.
Everywhere.
Okay.
You know how families have like monogram towels, like really
Yeah, of
nice
course.
towels?
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
using, I'll never forget, I was using their towels to wipe up the throw up.
Mm-hmm.
And then my nose started to bleed. I just saw like blood.
Did you forget you accidentally did coke?
I think you
Here's
might
the thing. I
Yeah.
used to get nosebleeds like every day
Yeah.
when I was a kid. I do not know why. My parents never found that. My dad was
that's
just like, your nose bleeds. I don't know. Yeah. It's just a thing
Look,
you do.
you're a bloody guy,
Yeah.
okay? Who
Yeah.
cares?
You're gonna have to learn to live with it.
Yeah, exactly. Rub some dirt in it.
Literally, he was like, you'll be fine.
Snort some dirt.
So then, you guys have probably been like the level of drunk where you're like, I'm done moving now.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just
You're like,
lay down.
You're literally like
'cause the Earth
physically
is-
shut down. You're like, I'm done.
And the
Yeah.
Earth is usually spinning, so you're like, I'm just sitting here. where I can't
Yeah.
move.
And I'm face down in this girl's bathroom.
Covered in monogram towels and throw
And a
up.
bloody nose.
And blood.
And blood. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And one of my classmates opened the door. She saw me in a pool of blood, and she was like, "Ugh, I think this guy's dead." Like, that's when I knew she didn't care about me, because I was like, "No urgency, really? You're not panicked."
You
The
like
fact
heard
that she was annoyed with you being dead.
Yeah,
have
Just
to
like,
take a
oh
shit."
God, not again. Oh my God, Kathy, it happened.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
she was like saying like I died to fuck with her. That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
seemed like.
basically.
Oh, can I
well,
say-
that was
I can
rude
cur-
of you
Yeah, okay.
to do. You know.
I guess so. Yeah, I should have thought about her in that
You know, if you were nice,
situation.
you would have also shit your pants. That's,
So what did they?
Yeah, just
did
to
somebody
really add
come to
insult
your
to injury.
rescue, or were they just like, yeah, just let him be dead in there?
So this is my friends. They
maybe he
got
did
me
die. That's honestly, from what you're telling me,
You-
sounds like
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
doing
Wouldn't that
every
suck
drug.
if this is heaven?
oh,
God, come out.
Sorry.
it's the heaven I deserve.
yeah.
My friends helped me up, and they all went outside, and then I want to tell you, I want to preface this by saying that I grew up in Louisiana, and now I know that this is horrible, but I left. I got in my car.
So they think you're dead.
Yeah.
They leave, and then you just
I just left.
you bounced. Yeah.
I get in my car,
You're like, I'll show them who's dead.
put it in reverse.
Okay.
My car goes because I have a flat tire.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm drinking.
That's right. Yeah.
And I got on the highway. I was going
Okay.
like 60 miles an hour in my car.
God, with the flat. Yeah.
Rims banging against the
Yeah.
road. I stopped at a gas station.
Sparks fly.
I saw like the rim.
Yeah.
No tire. No rubber.
Oh my God.
I've done that.
Just a flat rim. And I went in the gas station. I bought a can of Fix It Flat. So I was sitting
This
there.
should work.
Oh, dude.
Nose is still bleeding.
Yeah.
Air just getting
That's
on
like
me.
fucking squirting a water gun at fucking ground zero.
I don't know what I like. That's how dumb I was at 16. I was like, this makes tires probably.
yeah,
I
this will
see
work,
you
dude.
like on the
Yeah.
security camera.
I can create an entire tire
Yeah.
from this, from the ground up.
The lady at the gas station, she saw me put it on the counter, and I saw her. It's like glass, you know. She can see the parking lot, and I saw her go like.
One double take, like, all right,
She's like, it's $9.75.
Yeah,
your nose is bleeding.
yeah. You still have throw up all over you, blood. Probably
Yeah.
stole a monogram towel, using that as a bonnet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. And she's just like, no, this is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I didn't drink for 2 years.
Right
Oh,
after
okay.
that. Okay,
So
so,
you-
and
yeah,
that
you
was the first time you drank.
Yes.
Wow. So the
2-year
first
break.
time, and then immediately after, you were smart enough at least to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is not for me.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you picked back. So that was you were 16. You picked back up at 18.
Yeah, I picked up at 18 when I started waiting tables.
What was
classic.
that? What was like the first? Were you just like tasting drinks, or someone was like, no, we're going out, come out?
The thing is, I worked at like a really shitty chain restaurant.
Yeah.
And I worked with nothing but like middle-aged alcoholics.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And so it's like you want to be, especially at a new job, you want to fit in with everybody.
Yeah.
So they were like, come with us. We go to Buffalo Wild Wings after our shift.
That's
Buffalo
a
Wild
great
Wings in the
place to
same
drink
parking
too,
lot.
honestly.
$2 shots of Fireball, the tall boys.
50 cent
You get an Angry
wings.
Orchard, you get some wings.
Yes. And so I started going with them. And the first time I went, I was like terrified. I drank like half a beer. I was scared to drive home.
Yeah.
A few months later, I'm like,
You're like, fuck, I hope they don't have monogram towels here.
I like how you're scared to drink after half a beer after you drove.
You
You're
did
scared to drive.
everything at once.
Yeah.
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 You're scared to drive after half a beer, but you drove after Everclear and every fucking drug.
Yeah. And so I just started again. I was trying to keep up with them, people who had been drinking for so long, and it's like it just becomes part of your routine. So after a few months, I was like in it.
Now you had to drink
Yeah,
a cup
you-
of Everclear every day.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
get by.
It
You
reaches that
reawoke
point.
the demon. You're like,
Yeah,
"Give it to me."
exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that like first off, your first night out, you were like, I'm doing everything
Let's
there is.
fucking
Without even
go.
trying, naturally God was just like throwing it at you and you took
Yeah.
it all. But then the fact that you kind of like did quit and then wrestle it back down to where you're like, no, I'm gonna drink again, and you just didn't do it all. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah,
In
I would've-
moderation.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the fact that you could even drink and just like do that, because
Nobody had Quaaludes at the Buffalo Wild.
Yeah, you're lucky they weren't. Yeah, if you had worked at a Waffle House, you would have been screwed.
I wish I would have worked at a Waffle House. That would have
Yeah.
been awesome.
You definitely would still be on meth.
Definitely.
Okay, so have you ever gotten in legal trouble or trouble with your family?
Not family trouble.
Okay.
I
Because
have
your-
gotten
Your
go ahead.
family, do they use? Are they like? That's a sorted past, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get into
Whatever-
that a little bit.
yeah,
You tell
everyone's
me.
cool.
Where do you
yeah,
wanna
let's get into
start?
that
You
a
tell
little bit.
me.
Okay, because your family, they do use drugs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's the family history like? Alcoholism, drug use. What are we dealing with?
My mom, from a young age, my mom and my stepdad did like crack,
Okay.
heroin.
They were.
Okay, now your first time using drugs makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
You were like,
wanna
this
be like
is
Mom."
what normal people do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's the funny thing, like, not to, because I still want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about this, but I didn't even realize I had a drinking problem till I was like 26.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because being from Louisiana and being around the people,
Yeah,
like the
everybody
adults
drink,
in my
yeah.
life, I was like, this is
This
normal.
is what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because I have two younger brothers.
Yeah.
And we'll have conversations as adults where we just realize something was weird.
Yeah.
You're like, not
You're like
everybody
talking.
does that.
Yeah. Wait, everybody's house doesn't smell like cleaning supplies because their parents are smoking meth all the time.
Yeah. That's literally
what
one
are
time
some
my brother
things-
called
yeah.
me. He called me. He was like, not everyone knows what crack smells like. And I was like, what do you mean?
He was like, "How can I be more clear?"
I was like, what are you saying?
yeah.
And it's like, I was downtown with my friends. We walked by this place. I'm like, it smells like crack. And all my friends are like, how do you know what crack smells
Yeah,
like?
your friends probably were appalled. They were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and they're asking him to describe it. They're like, well, what does it smell like?
What
And he's
does
like,
crack smell like?"
it smells like crack.
No,
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've smoked some crack. Every time I smell like a dirty car exhaust go by, it smells like crack, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
shit's good."
Yeah. It gets you going.
Yeah. And I mean, we grew up around that. My dad is just a drinker.
Okay.
He'll take like a Xanax or something.
I
but-
thought you were gonna say he'll take like a hit of the crack.
A
Just
little
before
bit.
bed.
Just a smidge, okay?
Yeah,
a
it's like
Scotia crack.
melatonin.
Yeah.
But I mean, we grew up around that. My stepdad too. My
Yeah.
stepdad at one point in time was a police officer when I was
Okay.
a kid,
Nice.
and he got
Was your mom using drugs? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
what's the word I'm trying to think of? Okay.
He got fired.
Yeah. They asked him to stop being a police officer.
Okay,
to-
yeah, he was let go from the
He
police
was let
force.
go.
Yeah.
And in like movies where they're like, put your badge on the desk,
Gun
Yeah.
bag,
they
yeah.
don't do that.
You're off the books. You're crazy out there.
They let him keep the badge. So
Oh,
he got arrested for impersonating a police officer.
Oh my god.
Because he'd like bust people for
Yeah.
drugs, and then him and my mom would
Keep
do the
'em.
drugs together.
That's awesome.
That's actually genius.
Yeah.
Okay.
So smart.
Can we get your stepdad on the show?
Yeah.
That would
Still
be
alive?
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was your and your dad was just a drinker, but then your stepdad is a pretty cool crooked cop, actually.
Is he still a
Yeah.
crooked cop?
Yeah.
He is not. I don't really know what he does now, but he also had like, so you remember whenever like legal weed
Yeah,
became like a big
Spice.
thing?
Spice, yeah,
Spice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Crazy
I was
ass.
a big fan of that. Yeah. I
Yeah.
smoked a lot of spice.
So bad.
Whenever
I don't think it affected me at all.
it affected me, I tried it one time. It affected me.
Yeah.
But he bought he bought this store in Lafayette, and it would just sold like water pipes, samurai swords,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. This
Hold
is
on.
much
No.
better.
Go back.
Water
You
pipes
said
and
now because you
samurai
said that casually, like because that's
Yeah.
some normal shit. You're like, yeah, just sold water pipes, samurai swords, bazookas, the normal stuff
Normal
you would get in
stuff.
Louisiana at a gas
Chinese
station.
stars.
Chinese throwing stars, C4, Kratom,
Is that like-
This is one of those moments where I'm like, oh yeah.
You're like calling up your brother, like, hey, it happened to me. I finally understand.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
But my point is like they weren't selling stuff like that really.
Yeah.
They sold pipes.
Okay.
And this is so crazy. He met this guy. His name was Mike, Dr. Mike, who also
Was definitely not a doctor, right?
Not anymore.
I don't think
He
his
got
last
asked to stop being a doctor.
Ex-doctor, ex-cop.
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's last name is Mike.
And they started making like they called it Mr. Miyagi. It was legal weed, legal incense, right? That's the
why-
thing.
why?
Because
Mr.
they
because
take
it
your
makes
brain and it wax on, wax off.
They get you so high. Oh yeah.
Miyagi-san, smoke this. Take puff.
I don't.
Yeah, take a puff.
Puff weed.
Yeah,
Mr. Miyagi.
and they just started selling it, and so he got busted for that.
Yeah.
For it was illegal
For
to sell.
selling Miyagi.
It had
Yeah.
chemicals in it that are illegal to sell. So he went
Yes,
to
of
prison. He went to
course.
prison for a long time.
Oh,
yeah,
like
yeah.
15
This is your
years.
stepdad?
Yes.
For selling
For
spice.
15
Yeah.
years?
Dude, honestly, that's probably we're probably connected through that. I've definitely probably smoked some Mr. Miyagi
Yeah.
before.
I did one time. I
Yeah.
felt paralyzed for
Really?
like 20 minutes. I couldn't move.
That's good shit.
Yeah, I guess
When,
so.
when it comes to spice, that's what you want.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to feel your legs, brain, heart, feelings, anything.
I was in the back seat of my friend's car, like eyes closed,
Yeah.
like this, and I remember I was like, I don't think I can move.
I'm pretty
ever
sure I'm
again.
gonna die.
Yeah, I was like, it's over.
Wouldn't it be funny if you woke up from that and you were back on the floor, covered in puke?
Yeah.
What happened? Miyagi's actually a time travel. Like you just smoke that and you end up back in time.
It sent me back.
Yeah.
It sent me back to
Miyagi.
Julie's
It'll
house.
take you back. All right,
Okay.
very interesting family. So
Yeah.
obviously, okay, so your family's not getting mad that you're getting drunk because
Yeah,
they have their
they're-
own sorted problems. And you said you have been in legal trouble though.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, so I used to drink and drive. I mean, every night I would drink and drive.
As you do.
Yeah, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I got pulled over a handful of times for that, and I could always like talk my way out. I always just lie to the cops. It was always an emergency.
Yeah.
I would tell them like, whatever, my grandma's in the hospital or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But one night I was driving home and I answered a text. I was also texting and driving.
Okay,
and I
texting
rear-ended-
drunk driving.
Texting
Yeah.
and drunk driving.
Nice, okay.
And I rear-ended a lady.
Yeah. Were you also having unprotected sex while listening to rock and
Yeah.
roll and taking the Lord's name in vain?
I was, yeah, I was. So the cops came, and I rolled down my window, and he was like, "Hey, have you been drinking tonight?" And I was so drunk, I couldn't even like
Yeah.
get the words out to
Yeah,
lie. I
you're-
was
you're
like,
like-
"I have not been drinking at all." And he was like, "Get the fuck out of the car."
Really? He wasn't like you get out of here.
He's like, "Hey, you know
be
what?
on your way."
You're great.
That's
Keep
it,
going.
yeah.
So yeah, they took me over. Field sobriety test, bombed. Did not
Yeah.
do good.
Bombed
I've
the
never
test.
heard anyone describe it as
I
bombed.
bombed.
Oh god, dude, I bombed that test
Yeah.
so bad.
I bombed so hard. He was like, he got me quick. He got me out the gate. He was
Yeah.
like, say the alphabet backwards. I was like, I can't even do that
yeah.
sober. And he
Yeah,
was like,
you
so
said
you're drunk?
so. You said
Oh shit!
And that's how they get you.
That's how
That's
they
how they
get
get
you.
you.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
always thought about that. I was like, no one, who knows how to say it backwards? No one
Yeah.
knows that, but they want. It's bait.
Yeah.
So I
I've never
failed.
I've never known that. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
They just
Yeah.
want to trick you
And
into
they-
being
and-
like, hey, I'm fucked up right
Yeah,
now.
I can't do it fucked up.
Yeah. And then all the other tests, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't walk, couldn't do the where you follow the light. I blew a .24.
Yeah. Oh god.
Three
yeah.
times.
That's yeah.
3 times. Nice.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Hell yeah.
So they arrested me and took me to jail. They put me in like whatever you call it, the drunk tank,
Yeah.
you know, where which I didn't realize I had the option like I could have called someone in that moment
Yeah.
and I didn't because I was so drunk.
Yeah.
And I remember I was just sitting there and I went up to the guard and I was just like, "Hey, can I get a room?" So I was tired. Can I get a room? And
Treated it like it was a like a motel.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's like, yeah, can I get a room? I'm gonna need one with them vibrating beds if that's cool.
Can I get my own room?
He's like, all right, we'll let you bunk with Big Larry.
No, literally, because when I asked him, I was like, "Can I get a room?" He's like, "Yeah, do you want a view?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be great." He was like, "Okay." So I put myself in jail.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
I made him process me and put
Yeah.
me in jail. And yeah, and I slept for like 15 hours, and I woke up. I'm in a cell with like this guy. I don't think he had like any racist tattoos or
Okay.
anything, but he gave me like that
The
that
vibes.
vibe.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
I-
Like
I-
maybe
yeah.
under here there's
His soul was a
something.
racist
Yeah.
tattoo.
Yeah. And I remember he was trying to sell me on jail. I was like, I got to get out of here. And he's like, jail is great.
That's so funny.
He's like, jail's good. We get food, we get a bed. I go to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
And I remember in the moment, I was like, I'm pretty sure church comes to you. And in that, I thought he was going to kill me. In that moment.
Yeah, you decided to counteract his statement. You're like, actually, dude, you're wrong and dumb.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you go anywhere.
Yeah.
And
But
that's
he's
when I
making some
realized.
good points,
Well,
though. That actually...
When I went to jail, there was multiple people who were like, "This is actually pretty nice. Like, this is they thrived in jail." They
I mean,
liked it.
yeah, for some people, I mean, compared to being on the outside, it's like you have structure.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one guy who got out on like probation, and then he got caught, and he ended up having to do like 20 years. Mm-hmm. And his friends were like, "That lucky son of a bitch.
Oh my
You don't
God.
have anything to worry about now." And
Yeah.
I was like, "What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?" He's,
Yeah.
Well, and I guess it does make sense for some people, you know, if your life is really that bad.
Yeah.
On the
That sucks.
outside. And also, I guess there's something commendable about trying to make the best out of your situation. Like, if you know
Yeah.
you're going to be in jail,
That's true.
It's good to be like, it's fine.
I'm here
It's
for
good
10
here.
years. I might
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, plus, like, the world is a prison, really, if you think about it. So, you know,
Getting
like,
deep.
might as well just go on the inside.
Might as well.
Exactly.
Not
Free
me.
your
I got
mind,
the fuck
dude.
out of there. I called
Yeah,
my uncle. I was
You
like, you
got
gotta
out.
come get me.
Please come pick me
No.
up. Stop making spice. Please.
Put the Mr. Miyagi down.
Yeah.
I need you to wax on, pick up the keys, come get me, okay?
Yeah.
And he probably freaked out. You're calling him from jail. It's
Yeah.
like, this is a collect call.
Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Calls coming
It was
from
like,
inside the house.
I think we got a rat in the punch bowl.
And that
Alright.
was only the beginning of it, you know, because it's like my car was basically totaled.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
that late car. It wasn't like a fender bender.
Yeah.
And then I did the pre-trial program for a year. So I had to have
Yeah.
like breathalyzer in my car, wore an ankle bracelet for a month, community service.
Yeah.
The community
Did you
service.
stop
at
drinking?
Goodwill. Well, I had to for a year.
I mean, just
During
because you have
that
a
time.
breathalyzer does not mean you have to
Right.
stop
But
drinking.
it sounds like you did it. on
Yeah.
the-
I got drug tested.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you obeyed the rules.
I had to.
Okay.
I had to. Because I was
You
just
keep
so-
saying have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to do shit.
yeah.
Because I was
But
just...
good for you.
Well, I was just like, I was spending so much money. It's
Yeah.
so
Ooh.
expensive to do those
Yes.
programs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the breathalyzer's like, what is it, like 200 a month or something? Or like 50 a month?
It's about 200 a month
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah,
get
They
it
get you-
calibrated.
and-
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. They probably just made that up just to get
For
money from
100%. To get it calibrated?
You blow into
What
it.
does that even mean? For someone to come go, yeah, it's
Yeah.
working.
That's fine. Yeah.
Some drunk guy just comes in and blows it. Yep, it works.
Yeah. You got to pay for everything. You
I
got
do
to
that
pay
job.
for that. They pay for the breathalyzer, the ankle bracelet. The only thing I didn't have to pay for was community service, but I
course.
had
You
to
gave
do
back.
it.
Yeah.
I gave back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been in trouble since then, or is that a one and done?
I could have gotten a second DUI, but I talked myself out.
Oh, there you
Talk
go.
to talk yourself out, talk your way out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you do that?
It's pretty fucked up, but I had a friend who she was a line cook at the job.
Okay.
And I knew I made the schedule, and I knew she was out for that whole week because she was pregnant and having a baby.
Okay.
So I just told the cop that it was my baby. I was just like, she's at the hospital, just having my baby.
She needs
just
me
having
right
her come
now.
down.
That's bold.
Yeah, and he asked me her name. He asked me the baby's name, and I said Macy Mo because
That sounds like a 2000s R&B singer.
yeah,
Macy Gray's sister, Macy Mo.
yeah, because that was my friend's last name. And,
Did you just make up Macy then? Macy was made up, or
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
so
ma-
Mo
I,
is your friend's last name.
Yeah.
You-
Okay.
you went the
but
alliteration route.
Macy Mo.
I just made that up.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "What's your last name?" And I told him I was like La Riviere. And he was like, "So the baby doesn't have your last name?" And I was like, "Mom's a real fucking bitch." And the cop was like, he felt that. I feel like
he
had
knew
some
it was
baby
coming
mama
from the
drama.
truth. Yeah, he could feel that in your soul.
He was like, "Oh, I get it, man. Get out of here." And he let me
Yeah.
go after that.
Yeah,
My
dude. You
kid
know that
doesn't
cop
have-
had a rough life with his wife at home.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
he's like, "This guy, I get it."
So you're good at talking your way out of
Yeah.
police.
Hell
I
yeah.
was.
And
I
you
was.
befriend pregnant ladies. Nice.
Yeah.
What is your drug of choice?
You had to
Alcohol?
choose.
Alcohol. That was my biggest thing.
Alcoholic to the bone.
I dabbled with things throughout the years. Like
Yeah.
I take like a pill, like a Xanax every now and then or something. But my main thing was I drank. I drank heavily, with the exception of that year where I didn't
You
drink
had to.
every night for probably 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Wow. Every night for 10 years.
That's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
up there, dude. Yeah.
That's a good segue to the next question. How
Yeah.
much do you think you've spent on drugs and alcohol in all of your years using?
You know, I've never crunched the numbers because I think I'd be horrified.
That's
But let's
right.
say a minimum. Let's just say a decade, right?
Yeah.
A minimum of $30 every night.
Okay,
All
so
right,
let's do
bust out
that.
the
30
calculator.
times 365. We're looking at like 1,000, and then times 10 years.
So,
Or like-
so
oh, no,
1 year
10,000.
is about 11,000. 10,950. So you could do the math from there times 10.
Yeah.
109,000.
And by the way, that is on the lower end.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we'd go to, like I said, Buffalo Wild Wings.
True.
And
Spend
those
like
wings ain't
89.
cheap.
Ball out a little bit. Hell yeah.
If you add Buffalo
Let's
Wild Wings,
go.
you're doubling that.
Yeah.
I know. So, oh my God. See, and that's why, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We sponsor us, Buffalo. B
Yeah.
Dubs.
B Dubs. We need the sponsorship. Yeah. 110.
How does that feel about just saying that? Because you said you never
Thought
put it
about it.
together. How does it feel saying it?
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have used the money for anything smart if I was.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel. Yeah.
Because
Yeah, if you
part of
hadn't
me-
spent it on drugs, you would definitely just own a bunch of like collectible rubber duckies or something.
Yeah.
Like the worst thing ever. Yeah.
I would have put it
Beanie
somewhere
Babies.
else.
Yeah,
I'd probably
exactly.
be like 700 pounds.
You'd
right
own
now.
1,000 Lububus.
Yeah,
That's
because I
funny.
wouldn't have been like savvy with the money.
Yeah,
I'd like to be
no.
like, I'd be a savant and I'd be like rich right
Yeah,
now.
I'd
but I'm like,
invest it.
nah.
Yeah. When I got sober, I just started. I was like, now I have all this money. I better start buying stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't just save it. You know. That's
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite drug?
Probably weed.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. You say.
But
you
again,
do
you just
edible.
do it that one time a year just to remind yourself how much you fucking hate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it just gives me a horrible anxiety, and
Yeah.
also the smell of weed
You don't
makes
like
me
the smell?
sick.
Really? I've never
It
heard
makes
anyone
me
say
nauseous.
it's sick.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
why I
I mean,
like-
it's skunky. It's not.
But I
you
think
know,
it smells
it's
like
good if
good.
you like it. If you
Yeah.
do it, then it starts to smell good.
I've only had bad experiences with it, I
Yeah.
think, because it's like the first one I told you guys about. The second time I think I ever smoked weed was after I did that pre-trial program,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my friends was like, he smoked a lot.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, I gotta get you like super high when
Yeah,
you're done."
yeah. When you're
Yeah.
off.
And I'm just in a car with him and one of our other friends, and they're handing me like, "Hit this,"
Yeah,
like
it's
a
a
joint,
celebration.
a bong.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
just, it was just too much. And so that was like the second time. I think I had one good experience
Yeah.
with it, but it was like I just hit a pin one time,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is nice."
The problem is now I feel like the weed is so strong. Like if you don't smoke for a while and then you do, you're gonna
Yeah.
panic.
Especially, I've
Yeah.
done that like first smoke after probation, and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get arrested because it's so fresh.
Yeah, yeah.
that
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
like, I'm
having to
definitely just gonna
report.
get in trouble.
yeah,
And you're like paranoid, like, oh my god, my friends are cops right now. Like,
Yeah, luckily for me,
Yeah.
I just did drugs the whole time I was on probation.
yeah, that's the
I
way
should
to do it.
Never
Never
stop.
stop.
Never stop, dude.
fuck the. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
But my thing is, it's an I have an impulse problem. That's my thing with
Yeah,
drinking too. So
of
it's like
course.
I got like a thing of edibles one time,
Yeah.
a little jar, and I'll take a half of one, and I'll be like, "This is nice. I feel good." And something in my brain's like, "Take 3."
Yeah.
And then you
course.
just go off the deep end.
Yes, definitely. It's the
Same.
same with anything. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
eat like a Reese's, and then next thing I know, I've smashed an entire cabinet full of candy.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, I'll go pretty
Addict
crazy
brain.
with that.
That's true. What time of year do you like to? Did you like to drink the best? Like
Yeah.
summer, winter?
Crawfish
What'd you
season
think?
in
Yeah.
Louisiana. Or...
Probably winter.
Winter,
Okay.
yeah, interesting. Why do you think winter?
We'd always sit on the patio at
Okay.
Buffalo.
At Buffalo
I'll go
Wild
straight to
Wings,
Buffalo
yeah, it
Wild.
always comes back.
They
to
do
Buffalo
have a nice
Wild Wings.
patio.
They do have a nice patio. That's the thing.
Well, because we go, we smoke cigs.
Yeah,
I used to
of
smoke
course.
Camel Crushes.
Crush
it. We were just
Let's
talking
go.
about
Yeah,
this,
that's
yeah.
that's a good one.
And I just like to be out there. It never got like super cold.
Yeah,
So it'd be like 50, 60
Yeah,
of
degrees.
course.
That's like
yeah,
here,
it's
yeah.
perfect. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
under a little heat lamp,
Yes.
like a rotisserie chicken
You
outside.
crush the crushes. You like to crush them?
Oh yeah.
You're a
Always
crusher.
crush.
Yeah.
Always
yeah, you gotta
crushed.
crush them.
You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
do
There's no
it.
point otherwise. You do a double crush or a regular crush?
Regular.
Okay, all right, respectable.
Yeah.
A real an aristocrat.
I like a good menthol cigarette. I never liked regular cigarettes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
When they were talking about banning menthol cigarettes,
Yeah.
I knew. I was like, then I just won't smoke. I would just
Yeah.
quit smoking because
Yeah.
I don't like them. But I started Cool Hundreds when I was in high school.
Okay.
When I was 16.
Little known
Nice.
fact, they're actually not very cool.
They are not cool, but you look cool doing them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You hear that, kids?
Yeah. Smoke
Sponsors.
up. Smoke them if you got them. Parents, give your kids a pack.
Today.
All right. We love the winter. You know what you spent.
I think.
Oh,
Drug
yeah.
problem?
Yeah. Do you think you have a drug problem?
Yeah. I think we.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think that's.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we agree.
confirmed.
I think so.
That's confirmed.
I think so.
Dr. Dylan and Dr. Matt.
Yeah.
What's the diagnosis?
From Dr. Dylan, Dr. Matt. We will get Dr. Mike on the pod. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna need him on.
Expert
Yeah, I
opinion.
think the first story you told immediately. Yeah, the first time I ended up almost shitting my pants in the
Yeah,
bathroom
with
and
a
threw
bloody
up
nose.
with bloody. Yeah, you did everything you could possibly.
And you
do the
drove
first time.
too, right? That was.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was when you're tired. Yeah. Okay.
On
yeah,
the flat
yeah.
tire. Yeah, I realized, but that's the thing. Like I said, I realized late. I realized like 26, 27. I was like, oh, I'm an alcoholic
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, that's why I just quit. And I had like stints of trying to quit where I failed.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know. The last time it just clicked,
Yeah.
and I've been good ever since.
How long again has it been?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3
so
years.
the end of September
Okay.
will be 3
Nice.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I feel like you need those beginning times where you try to quit and can't to be like, oh, I have to
Yeah.
quit because I have that problem.
The,
you know?
the
Yeah.
cliche.
Because a normal
you-
person would just quit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the cliche of
Yeah.
you have to be ready is very,
Yeah.
very true.
True.
It's true, and that's where I was, because I did like Sober October whenever
Yeah,
that
right.
became big with like
Right.
Bert and all those people.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did it for like 2 years in a row, and I would do it, feel awesome.
Yeah.
I would be like running every day, getting pretty good shape.
Yeah.
And then the end of the month would come, and I'd be like, it's time to be a piece of shit
Yeah,
again.
let's
I
go,
did it.
dude.
Yeah, and this last
Yeah.
time around, I just didn't. I
Nice.
was like, you know what? I think I'll try to do this for a while.
I wonder what will happen this year with No Nut November. All right, well, let's jump into the
Alright.
story.
Yeah, you got your story you want to tell us of
Whatever.
The last few years that I drank, I really became like a homebody,
Okay.
and all I would do is just DoorDash food.
Okay.
Yeah.
we can
That
talk-
was my
We
thing.
can talk
That's
about
fine. Yeah, we can do whatever. Yeah.
I was a dangerous man on DoorDash. I'd spend like 1 month. I spent $900 on DoorDash. Add that to
in
the
a month?
100,000. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Let's
How
bust
much
that.
food do you think you've DoorDashed? That's
Oh.
the, that's the
Plus
real
the calculator out.
Millions.
All right. Let's say 900 a month. Was that your average or?
No, that was a high.
That was your
Okay.
worst?
That was
Yeah,
a high
yeah.
month. I'd say at least two.
What were you
300.
dashing?
Chili's.
Okay, exclusively.
Yeah.
Were you dashing? Were you getting them to drop off the drink where it's got the shark blood in it? You're like, can you bring that? But please don't pre-mix it. I want to pour the shark in myself. Okay. Don't worry. I have my own toy at home. Okay. I don't need an extra one.
I have collectibles.
Yeah,
They're all mine
exactly.
in my
They're
cabinet.
like
Wait.
slight little. You notice the defects on the sharks. Look, this one was missing an eye when they made it. That means it's worth $10 more.
I just have to make it clear because you never said what restaurant you work at. You weren't working at Chili's. Right?
No, I didn't work. Oh, I wish, but I didn't
funny
work
if you
at a Chili's.
Yeah,
Where'd
yeah.
you work?
If only, right?
Were you working at a restaurant during your DoorDash binges?
Yeah. I worked at Carrabba's.
Okay.
Carrabba's
So you
Italian.
could have had free food, but you're like
Yeah.
Chili's, dude.
Yeah.
Because here's what it was. So this is what I would do. I would leave work.
Okay.
There was a gas station by my job. So work my shift, leave. I'd go to the gas station. I get 2 pints of Fireball.
Okay.
2 pints. Okay.
Yeah. I'm about 8 minutes from where I
Now
live.
hold on. You got 2 pints. You never thought like, let me just get a full bottle.
No.
It's the addict mentality. This is healthier.
Yeah. I'm not gonna drink the full bottle. I have 2 pints.
But it gets worse.
Okay.
Because
it
I would
does.
get the 2 pints. I live like, let's say about 10 minutes from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
8-10 minutes. On the way to my house, I would drink one
a
of the
pint.
pints.
Yeah.
A
I'd just
fireball
down it.
of
Yeah.
straight, no chaser.
No chaser.
No, that's the first one. You get that down, and then you're good to. You've started.
No chaser, room temp. Mm-hmm. And then I'd stop at the gas station by my house, and I'd get another pint of Fireball.
Okay.
And then I'd get a beer or a 6-pack of beers.
Yeah.
So by the time I get home, I'm like 1.5 deep. Smoke some cigs,
Hell yeah.
drink the rest.
Yeah.
Then I'm like blackout drunk, and then I
Yes.
go on DoorDash. Chili's
Okay.
is the only thing
Dangerous.
open.
It's so funny because I used to do the same exact thing, but instead of DoorDash, I would just do Coke.
You can.
That
DoorDash
was like
Coke
me.
now.
That was me getting ready for like I'm about to do Coke and have a wild night. You're like, all right, let's see
Baby
what
back
Chili's
ribs."
has.
Yeah, that's what I would do. And I would, let me tell you, I was so fat, dude.
You a
And-
triple dipper boy?
Oh, but yeah,
Yeah.
the triple dipper, Chili's, triple dipper is so good.
Yeah.
But I would also get like chips and queso. I get
Yeah.
ribs.
Yes, the ribs are great.
And I would just wake up the next day. There'd be like boxes of Chili's all over the floor.
Yeah.
and I would like realize, then I check my bank account.
Yeah.
Horrible feeling. But I did mostly like, that's about as wild as I got the last few years.
The juxtaposition of that, like I would end up doing coke and then like fucking blowing all my money, like going to a strip club or something. You're just like meat.
Yeah.
What was
Snacks.
going on the month you spent $900?
Yeah, were you going through a rough patch? Like what? Were you feeding someone else?
Because you said average 300, but then there was 1 month.
Yeah,
It's like
that's a
900.
big spike.
I think
That's a 300%.
Yeah.
I think so, like, because I always have like struggled with my weight. I was a bigger kid, and so I feel like as an adult, I'm always fighting the good fight.
Okay.
Right? I'm always like in my mind, even at that point in my life, I was like, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
And I just had a month where I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be fat.
Yeah.
I
You're
was just like, I'm
fuck
just
it.
gonna do it. If I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And I did it.
Yeah.
And
$900.
Did it feel good?
it did not feel good.
All Chili's too, right? Pretty much.
I switched it up that month actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I switched it up. That
I would
month.
hope so. I hope, dude. That Chili's probably like the next month hit. They were like, "All right, guys, we got to get Josh ordering from us again because we're down."
Yeah.
Q3 is looking pretty rough because Josh is going on a
You
diet.
get to know your delivery driver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joshy, got the ribs you wanted, dude.
Did you do the thing where you acted like there was more people in your apartment when they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're ordering. You turn on party sounds on YouTube.
Oh yeah. See, here's the thing. This is why I love COVID. Well, sorry.
Yeah,
But this is why I
No,
love
COVID ripped. Yeah.
Contactless delivery.
Yeah,
Is where it's at.
yeah. They didn't even know.
You didn't have to look at
Yeah.
me.
That was like the fat people's saving grace. They're like, they don't even have to look at me. I can just-
Yeah.
I can just
It's true.
COVID was honestly one of my favorite memories in my life.
Yeah, I loved it.
Was at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah, I got sober doing COVID. It was good.
It took me a minute.
Yeah.
I was a minute into COVID.
I could imagine using during COVID must have been. You're in it. You're in
you're
the
like,
shit.
the world's ending.
Yeah.
It was pretty sick. Honestly, one of my favorite moments that I think about the whole time I drank and did drugs. COVID had just started. I lost my job, and it was the beginning. So Tiger King had just come out.
I remember that. That was peak
Yeah, it
COVID.
was-
yeah.
Yeah.
I was in my apartment, blackout curtains, 6 in the morning,
Okay.
drinking pints of Fireball and taking Xanax, and I
Were
was just
you up from the
vibrating.
night before, or were you just starting?
I woke up and I was like, "This
6
is what I'm
a.m.?
doing today."
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, I cracked open the Fireball, took a Xanax,
That's
put on
blackouts.
Tiger King.
Yeah.
It was
Were you
great.
smoking cigs
Oh yeah,
in the apartment?
yeah.
Nice.
Ripping.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well done, sir. There we go. That's the mark of a true addict.
That's
once you
right.
hit that point, that must have been the month you spent 900 on Chili's, because
Maybe.
once you start smoking cig, blasting them in the apartment, that's the rock bottom.
Just
when
crushing
you
on
do
the
that.
couch. dude.
Yeah, just crushes.
Yeah, that was a good day. That was a great day.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised you remember it. It's like
I'll never forget it.
Xanax and Fireball.
I
Dude,
don't know if I've
Tiger
ever been
King's
happier.
purity like shone through the
Yeah.
Xanax.
Yeah.
It was such a good story.
Yeah,
It
he
broke
just
through
couldn't
the
help himself.
fog.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It sounds like it, man.
So how did you get out of the hole of the DoorDash hole of ordering?
How'd you get out
every
from under their
day?
thumb?
Yeah. Yeah. They probably were like, when you stopped ordering, they were very
Yeah,
worried.
their stock numbers took a hit, dude.
I know when I quit going to Buffalo Wild Wings, some of the servers said something. They were like, "You were a big part of my income." Like,
I thought they were just gonna say you were a big part of my life.
that too,
I
bro.
don't care about that. Where she was like, you usually like pay my light bill
What?
because I tipped him so much money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would work a double and I'd
Yeah.
spend, let's say I made $200, spend it all.
Yeah.
I would just give them like 50, 60 bucks.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
one time
How
I remember
generous.
I tipped the girl, I was like, I tipped her $30. I
Yeah.
was like, sorry, it's not as much.
Yeah.
And she was like, you.
Well, as a server, it's nice because I feel like when you do that, it kind of comes back to you. You know, it's
Yeah,
like a good
exactly.
energy you're putting forth. You know, you should
Yeah.
take care of your servers. Okay, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't come back to me.
No,
but
it
I
doesn't.
still do it. I still would do it because I worked at a shitty place.
Mm-hmm.
But I just quit ordering DoorDash because I quit drinking. It was just associated with
Okay,
like,
that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's a hard thing to do sober.
I did it the
Oh,
other
DoorDash
day.
like
huh?
that?
Yeah.
I've only ever DoorDashed one time, and I was sober.
Yeah.
You don't feel good door dashing because you're like, I could have just driven to get it and saved $12 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So I think honestly a big reason I quit drinking was because I started doing comedy.
Okay.
I think had I not started, I probably would not have quit.
Yeah. Do you think it gave you more purpose?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
before I was like, oh, I just felt kind of aimless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
And when I had something to care about, I was like, let me get my shit together.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But that first year, I still drank when I did
Dan, I was
stand
about to
Yeah,
ask,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And so I remember I had a friend. she came to one of the shows and she was trying to get like a cookie company off the ground. I think you've heard this story before, but she gave me a cookie, like a red velvet cookie and a chocolate chip cookie, and I ate that. It was the only thing I'd eaten all day, and then I drank like 20 beers, and then I did my open mic set.
You 20 beers was you pre-gaming for
I'm
the
ready-
5-minute open
Yeah,
mic
I'm ready
set?
to do my 5 minutes.
Get me out there, coach. Let me get it to him.
And I was new. I was so stupid. I was new in comedy, so they put me last.
Of course.
And I thought
Headliner,
that
baby,
meant that
let's
it was
go.
Good. Yeah, I thought that meant like, oh, they're saving me. Yeah.
Of course they
for
did. They
last.
couldn't help themselves.
Yeah, I'm like,
DoorDash
eating
King
cookies and
comes through
chugging
again.
beers.
My UC was going 17th, and all my friends are there. And that was the other thing is when you black out when you do an open mic, then the next day you wake up, you have to call your friends.
Yeah.
And be like, hey,
How'd it go?
Yeah.
how was I? Did I do okay? And they're
Yeah.
like, no, no. But so I drank the 20 beers. I did my set. I made it home, and then I just woke up in the middle of the night, and I had the sharpest pain in my stomach. And so I just like fell out of bed. I started throwing up everywhere, and I turned my light on. It's just red, like blood. And I was like, this is it.
You and Blood have a trend together.
Yeah, this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was in that moment, I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm probably dying.
Yeah.
And so I just went back to
It
sleep.
was the bomb that did it. It came back to get you. You're like, oh, I just know it went bad.
Yeah, I just went back to sleep. I didn't realize till the next morning it's because I ate the red velvet
Yeah,
cookie,
yeah.
the dye from the cookie.
Yeah. So you just thought you were puking up all your guts.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
went back to sleep. I learned a lot about myself in that moment.
That's so funny. I feel like you just kind of accept your fate in a lot of these stories.
Yeah, I'm just not.
The first time when you were just dead on the ground, you're like, well, that's it. I'm going home. And then there you're just like throwing up blood. You're like, well, all right, I'm going to go to bed. I got to wake up and watch Tiger King.
That's the thing. I realize I'm just not good in like an emergency response. Like I've had like chest pains before when I drank, where I was like I might be having a heart attack, and I'd be like I don't feel like I'm not gonna do anything.
So some people are
I'll be
fight or
fine.
flight. You're just chill.
yeah, I'm just
You just want to chillax.
whatever happens happens.
Yeah, exactly. Just go with the flow.
Yeah.
I feel that. Well, should we come up with a treatment plan for
think
Josh?
so. I think
Yeah,
we
let's
have
let's
enough.
deliberate on this real quick.
You guys are gonna fix me?
Yeah, that's
We're
part
gonna
of the
cure you. Yeah.
Yeah, because we are Dr. Mike and Dylan or Matt.
I'm not a
We're
fucking doctor. I got my degree online, and you fucking call me.
I didn't even say my name right.
All right,
Dr.
all right.
Matt and Dr. Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of,
Treatment plan.
I think he needs to revisit some Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, that's
I
right.
don't know what he
okay.
needs to do. Does
You know what? Actually, this is it. Okay, we're gonna have him watch Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be good. We do need him. Oh yeah.
Learn. You need to learn how to say the alphabet backwards. What do you got?
Reunite with his stepdad to bring him back on the podcast. Good. There's got to be one more.
Go visit
Wait.
waitresses at V-Dubs.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
he
pay
needs,
their
he needs
pay
to
their light bill
Yeah,
of the
pay their light bill. That's it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
I think
All right.
if you do these things, yeah.
Good. Okay, so here's the treatment plan,
Dr.
bud.
Mike or Dr. Matt.
Dr. Michael McMatthewson. First, we're gonna need you to watch The Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna
No
need to
problem.
study Mr. Miyagi. All right,
Yeah.
Dylan.
Learn the alphabet backwards. So
Yeah, you're gonna need to know that.
If you ever in that situation, you could be like, boom, 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 X, Y, Z.
Yeah,
whatever.
you know it sober and drunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you ever relapse, you'll just already know it like the
Yeah.
back of your hand. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Something
I need
to look
you.
forward to.
I need you to reunite with your stepdad so you can get him on the podcast. That's just that's our thing. We
I
need
think
to
about
have
it.
him on. Okay. I
Yeah.
want to talk to him a lot.
I think about it.
And I think lastly, go back to B-Dubs to their nice patio and pay the waitresses light bills.
You need to
'cause
take care of them.
Yeah,
That's your
they-
final amends
yeah,
is
they-
paying their light bills.
Okay.
They relied on you, and yeah. And I think if you do those, you'll continue to live a good life.
Yeah, as long as you just never DoorDash again.
Yeah.
I would recommend
Yeah, that's
you stop
actually-
that.
yeah,
that's
that's-
probably number one. Is
yeah,
just
no
no
more
more DoorDashing
DoorDash.
at all.
Grubhub.
Don't tell me you did it. When's the last time you dashed?
Yeah.
Guess
Yesterday.
Friday.
Okay.
What'd you get?
And today is Monday, to clarify.
It is Monday.
Yeah.
3 days ago.
What'd you get?
I got
Chili's?
I got a triple dipper.
God damn it! There we go.
Nashville hot mozzarellas,
Of course.
Southwestern egg rolls,
Okay.
and then the little hamburgers, the big mouth bites.
Sliders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the sliders.
Yeah. No. Little hamburgers.
I like, Chili's with the triple dipper.
Yeah.
They used to give you
Tell us.
three.
Fill us in on the Chili's lore.
They used to give you 3 different sauces,
Yeah.
and I like that now. They're just like, here's ranch. It's 3 ranches.
Yeah.
That's what the
They
people
know what the
want.
people want. Exactly.
love
They love
ranch.
their customer base.
Okay.
One thing about Hidden Valley, I'll find it.
All right. Anything you want to plug or
Yeah, anything you got coming up? Anything you want people to
Josh,
follow? Where to follow you
Instagram?
at? Or
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Joshua Jordan Comedy, Joshua Jordan on Facebook. If you want to send me a friend request on Facebook.
you on MySpace, Friendster?
I am not on
Zynga?
MySpace. I'm
Okay.
banned from
LinkedIn?
MySpace. Yeah, I call Tom a cuck. Not on LinkedIn.
He is in that chair though in the picture. You know.
Yeah. Smiling.
He's a cuck. TikTok. I have a TikTok
Nice.
in Houston. I'm around.
Yeah.
All right.
He's out. He's out there. Guys, thank y'all so much.
Thank you. That's been War Stories.
Yeah, war stories. That's it. It went really well.